Hello everyone and welcome back to the lecture series on Hospitality Marketing Management. I, Dr. Anuradha Karmarkar, welcome you to my marketing environment with a focus on microenvironment in today's session. The learning objective of today's lecture is to understand the internal and microenvironmental factors which affect the business and significance of microenvironment scanning. When we talk about marketing environment, these are the external and internal forces or elements which influence any business decision or marketing decision, as we had discussed last time. And also we had talked about microenvironment, which are the factors or elements in firm's immediate environment which affect its performance and decision-making ability. Let's look at which are these elements which influences a company's marketing environment. The company itself, which is considered as internal environment of the company, the suppliers, customers, intermediaries, competitors, and public. Let's look at them in detail. When we talk about a company's internal environment matters a lot in decision making and marketing activities for any business. The core values of the company are the prime factor which needs to be considered. Core values differ from companies to companies, so as mission, vision, and objectives. Each company differentiates themselves based on what their mission is, where they want to be in future, that is their vision, and what their objectives and goals are. Another factor which influences the environment is the management structure or the organization structure. The decision-making ability depends on this structure, the hierarchy, and of course the geographical location, and who in the company is the decision maker has to be considered closely. All the departments which function in a company, they function independently, but ultimately all the departments should look at one common objective of customer satisfaction when they plan any marketing activities or processes. The culture of the company also is important. Each company differs in culture based on the autonomy given to their employees, the centralization or decentralization of the processes, empowerment and decision-making ability provided to their employees. Next comes suppliers. Suppliers provide resources needed to produce goods and services. Suppliers are a very important part of any supply chain management process because they influence final pricing. The pricing of the raw material provided by them decides the final price for each product. They influence the process. Through timely delivery, they can enhance the efficiency of the process, but by delaying the delivery, they can hamper the process in a similar manner. Suppliers provide information about the market. Suppliers are working in a market as a common supplier for other competitors also, and they are well versed with what is latest happening in the market scenario, what are the new products available in the market, and who in the business or competition are buying similar products. So all this information can be gathered through suppliers. Most marketers therefore treat suppliers as their business partner, as they are an important and integral part of the business process and influence any marketing or business decision. Next comes customers. Customers who ultimately buy company's product for final consumption. Customers' needs should be well understood by the company, and based on their needs and demands, marketers should plan the marketing strategies and design the product, which would ultimately lead to customer satisfaction. Marketers also need to understand buying behavior of the consumer, which changes from place to place, region to region, nation to nation, and society to society. Therefore, having a close look at these factors probably will help you in designing better marketing strategies and marketing plans. When we talk about intermediaries, they are important link between the organizations and customers because they help in promoting, selling and distributing the product. So intermediaries can be of varied nature and types. They can be the resellers who buy company's product and sell it to other customers, such as wholesalers and retailers. We have talked about B2B and B2C business pattern. They can be distribution centers, such as warehouses who help in storing company's goods. They can be marketing agencies who promote and market on behalf of the company. Or they can be financial intermediaries who provide finances for the business transactions, such as banks, financial institutions, or credit organizations. Next comes competitors. Competition refers to a situation where various organizations offer similar products and try to gain market share by adopting different marketing strategies. Each competitor plans up marketing strategies based on who their competitors are. So we should have a careful watch on the competitors of our product, because they are the ones who will help us in differentiating our product. What competitors offering, we can always change the features of our product to differentiate it. Competitors also help us decide the market position of the company, whether we are leaders or followers, and to what extent our market share is in the given market. Competitors help us in deciding marketing strategies. Whatever marketing strategies they have adopted, that can be a base for us to decide our own marketing strategies. When we talk about public, they are the groups who perceive themselves having an interest in company's ability to achieve its objective. Business, as discussed earlier, does not operate in vacuum. They get influenced by several parameters, elements and factors, and public is the one who influences your business or marketing activities. Who are these public we are talking about? Public are the people who can help or hinder your ability to get your message out to your customers and collect value from them. Public can influence your marketing activities to a great extent. They can be financial public, people or public who is providing you financial support for your business, like financial institutions and banks. The media also influences public marketing activities to a great extent. Government public, giving you permission, licenses, and a lot of protocols which need to be followed in a business based on these rules, regulations and legislation laid by government agencies influences your business decisions. They can be citizen action public, such as consumer forums, who support consumer rights and doesn't allow businesses to mislead them or cheat them. Public can be your local or general public. Local public's interests have to be considered for by business whenever they want to operate and function in that area. Therefore, they influence your marketing decision. For this presentation, I am thankful for various references which I have used and the information I have gathered. There is a quiz link given at the end of this presentation. Please don't forget to click on the link to solve the quiz. And with this, I come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for patiently listening and attending today's session on microenvironment. Hope to see you all in my next lecture series soon. Till then, have a great day ahead.